What if I told you the most desired woman in Europe was also a spy? She danced for kings, slept with generals, and leaked secrets that killed thousands. She wasn't just a courtesan, she was a weapon. Tonight, on Secret Spells and Shadows, we dive into the dangerous story of Mata Hari. She was a woman who seduced her way into the center of World War I and paid with her own life. I'm Victoria Unikel, artist and media mogul by day and modern witch exorcista by night. Every Thursday, we uncover a true tale proving the world is darker than fiction. If you are ready, hit like and subscribe. And let's begin. Let's step into the final winter of World War I, where the most celebrated dancer in Paris became the Allies' most wanted spy. It was the last winter of World War I, January 1917. The German embassy transmitter in Madrid sent a coded message to Berlin. French intelligence intercepted. The Germans referred to an agent aged 21. They said she had passed information about troop movements. Her contact, the German military attaché. The French decoded the name Mata Hari. The officers read it, the message went pale. Mata Hari, the famous exotic dancer, the one who slept with their leaders, seduced them into her bed, danced in their ballrooms. She is a spy? Suddenly, a woman who was once the fantasy of Paris became its nightmare. Let's rewind. 1876, Holland. Margaretha Zelle grew up in velvet until her father went bankrupt and vanished. Her mother died soon after. At 18, desperate for escape, Margaretha married Rudolf Baclaut, a Dutch army captain in Indonesia. He drank, beat her, and cheated. Their young son died after drinking poisoned medicine, likely revenge from a servant. Grief turned her to steel. She left the Indies, left the captain, and stepped off a boat in Paris with nothing but a new name, Mata Hari, Eye of the Day. She created a story, raised in a temple, trained in sacred dances, blazed by priests. None of it was true, but it didn't matter. She danced nearly nude on stage, veiled in jewels and silk, claiming to channel divine energy. Men believed her. They wanted to believe her. Her life changed when war started in 1914. She was Dutch, neutral, so she could cross borders freely. She was a regular at embassy parties, military banquets, and exclusive salons. Always traveling, always watching. She made men feel like gods and then let them talk. Listening, that was her real skill. French officers, German officers, it didn't matter. She wasn't loyal to anyone's side, only to herself. By 1916, Europe was burning. France needed fresh intelligence. Captain Georges Lado from military counter Espionage invited Mata Hari to a back corner cafe. He slid a thick envelope across the table and spoke quietly. 20,000 francs, he whispered. Go to German-held Belgium, dine with their commander, bring back whatever you overhear. She opened the envelope with one painted nail. First-class ticket included? Round trip, if you return, Lado said and smirked. She took the money. But she didn't know Berlin already kept a file on her. They called her Agent H21. There was no proof she took German money, but the rumor stuck. Two armies believed the same woman served them alone. Back in Paris, Mata Hari fell in love with Vadim Maslov, a Russian pilot 10 years younger. When he lost an eye in a dogfight, she sat by his hospital bed and promised him the moon. To visit again, she needed a special travel pass. French intelligence offered a pass if she would charm one more German officer in Brussels. Love turned spies into gamblers, and she said yes. January 1917. A radio shack near Madrid decoded a German telegram. The officer forgot to blink. One line stood out: age 21, route Paris Vitel, handle with caution. February 13, Hotel Élysée Palace, room 131. Mata Hari took off her sable, lit a cigar, and put rose perfume on her wrists. The perfume held invisible ink. She planned to write a note no one else could read. Officers burst through the door. "Margarita Zell," their leader barked, "you are under arrest for spying against France." She raised one eyebrow. "Spying? Darling, I hardly have time to shop." They dumped her purse onto the bed. An ink vial, German cigars, an address book filled with foreign names. Thin evidence, but a bleeding nation doesn't ask for much proof. The newspapers ran wild. The whore who betrayed France. The woman who killed 50,000 men with her body. Her trial resembled theater. No experts, no radiologues, only a parade of ex-lovers. None of her former lovers came to her defense. Not even Maslov. He refused to see her. Prosecutor pointed at each man and asked one question: "What did she want from you?" A Dutch banker said she asked which train carried troops. A French major muttered she wondered how long our food supply would last. As judges whispered, the main question was: does the evidence matter, or has Paris already chosen its villain? 45 minutes later, the jury returned. Guilty. 27 other accused spies that summer received prison. Mata Hari alone received death. She faced 12 soldiers and blew them a kiss. The order barked. 12 rifles cracked. She dropped. An officer stepped forward and fired one bullet behind her ear. 10 seconds. Fame erased. Years later, sealed files opened. German payrolls showed no payment to Agent H21. French archives were missing her defense notes. Historians still argue, but the lesson is clear. In life, a seductive story can kill faster than any bullet. The execution of Mata Hari is still one of espionage's most infamous moments. But desire and secrets kept colliding long after she fell. Fräulein Doktor Elisabeth Schragmuller, 1917. Legendary German spy master suspected of recruiting Mata Hari. She evaded trial and disappeared after the war. Edith Cavell, 1915. A British nurse shot by the Germans for helping Allied soldiers escape Belgium. Noor Inayat Khan, 1944. Descendant of Indian royalty. British radio operator in occupied France, captured, tortured, and executed by the Gestapo at Dachau. Beware of spies, because they are doomed, but can pull you down with them. History fears people who use attraction for control. But the real terror isn't what they do, it's how willingly others follow them into the fire. Have you ever met a manipulator who wore a beautiful mask? Did you break free? Or are they still watching? Still waiting? Tell me in the comments. Subscribe, my darlings, and come back next Thursday for another tale on secret spells and shadows. Until then, stay safe, stay sharp, and never fall for illusions.